we have a lot of injury updates to go over that came out today from the Packers with their first practice where the injuries get reported of the week. And so I'm going to start off here by looking at Mike Spofford on X, who said this earlier today. Linebacker Edgerrin Cooper back on the practice field for Packers, and tight end Luke Musgrave has been designated to return from IR. Also practicing, cornerbacks Jaire Alexander and Corey Ballantyne, safety Evan Williams, wide receiver Romeo Doubs, not practicing, safety Javon Bullard. And then it came out from Matt LaFleur in his press conference. Players who were limited at practice were Ballantyne, Cooper, Edgerrin Cooper, Glover, McDuffie, Musgrave, back from the IR, or designated to return from the IR, which is awesome. And then Evan Williams. And then the players who were full participants, it came out from Rob Domofsky. He said, per LaFleur, Doubs is still technically in the protocol, but was a full participant today in practice. Alexander also full. So that is a sign that the Packers, at least Doubs and Alexander, are moving in the right direction. I was taking a look back at last week's final injury report, and Jaire last week was limited Wednesday, Thursday before he didn't practice on Friday. And so for him to be fully practicing on Wednesday, that's a step in the right direction. He's missed a few games because of his knee injury, PCL injury, and the Packers no doubt need him very much, especially with Javon Bullard week to week per Matt LaFleur. Not sure if he'll play this week. I would guess not. And Evan Williams in concussion protocol. At least he was limited, so there's a chance he could possibly play against the Seahawks on Sunday. And then Doubs, who has missed the past couple games, also a full participant after last week. He was limited all week, so that's also a step in the right direction. So maybe because it is Wednesday and they were fully practicing, at least Alexander and Doubs, I would say there's a chance. I don't know how good of a chance, but I would say better than last week, considering when you're fully practicing on Wednesday, first practice of the week that's reported. That's at least a good sign that they might be able to play on Sunday. And then Luke Musgrave coming back to this lineup. He hasn't played, since it was around week 4 or so when he suffered the injury, had a surgery, and now the Packers are starting to bring him back. Not sure how long till he's, officially activated where he starts to play. It could be a couple weeks. Who knows? Typically, it's 21 days that the team has to bring them back officially when they're designated to return from the IR. So who knows what's going to happen there? I do think Luke Musgrave adds a different dimension than Tucker Kraft. I think that Tucker Kraft is the better tight end. We saw early this season, even when Musgrave was healthy, Kraft was really starting to take over majority of the targets and things like that. Kraft, I think, is just much better after the catch, much stronger player, much better balance, I would say. But Musgrave does have that crazy speed, and he can really open things up vertically for the Packers. And so I do think there are things you can do with him that you can't do with Tucker Kraft. So we'll see if he's able to be back soon. But that's at least a good sign. And with only 4 games left, even if it takes a few weeks for him to come back, by the time the playoffs come around, maybe you can, do some extra things there with Luke Musgrave. But that's it for today. If you want more Packers content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.